Hey everyone, I'm Jay Cohen, editorial director here at Feedfeed, and we're in the kitchen with our friends at GE Profile, and we are making the coziest winter beef stew. It's braised with red wine, has tons of potatoes and carrots. It's absolutely incredible. I'm going to show you how to make it. We have 2 pounds of beef chuck that we are going to sear off in some bacon fat. Obviously, we got some beef stock. We're going to crack out the red wine pretty soon, and then we got all our veggies, onion, tons of mushrooms, carrots, and potatoes. Bit of thyme to kind of tie it all together. It's gonna be good. We are going to turn this to about medium heat. What I'm going to do is start rendering out some bacon. This is going to add all that kind of salty goodness, bring it up to temperature, low and slow, to start to leach out all of that good bacon grease. That's then going to fry the bacon till it's golden. We'll scoop out the bacon, throw in the beef. The whole dish, it's pretty simple in terms of prep. What we're gonna do is chop up an onion, 1/4 pound of mushrooms, slice a pound of carrots, and 1/2 pound of baby potatoes. Tons of veggies, this is gonna be good. Our bacon is nice and golden. So I'm using a slotted spoon to pull it out. I'm gonna leave all that rendered fat behind because that is the gold that we are going to be searing our beef in. Right here, we got the grease. I have 2 pounds of beef chuck that I've cut into 1.5 inch pieces. We are going to season it up with some salt and pepper. We're gonna do these in 2 batches. If you overcrowd your pan, your beef will not get nice and golden. It will just steam and be gross and gray. One of my favorite things about using our GE Profile Induction Cooktop is the fact that it goes from like 0 to 60. So if you want to kind of bump up the heat and get a nice, beautiful sear, you can do it super quickly because then we're gonna drop it down low and have that nice low bubble when we simmer it. Once you get all your pieces to look so beautifully golden like this, I'm just gonna pop them into the bowl with the bacon and do our second batch. This is then going to braise low and slow for about 2 hours. So take the time now to really build up all that flavor, so it will pay off in the end. Quickly took all the beef out. Now I'm going to add in our onion. We're gonna start to pick up some of those brown bits at the bottom of the pan, all that fond, and caramelize the onions down. Since we're giving those boeuf bourguignon vibes to this beef stew, the key ingredient, red wine. Red wine is what's gonna kind of take this dish to the next level. We're gonna grab a bottle out of our GE Profile wine fridge. It's so nice. I mean, you can fit 57 bottles, control the temperature, beechwood front slide out shelves, perfect for grabbing a bottle of red. Okay, we have all of this beautiful fond at the bottom of the pot, those brown bits from the beef, from the bacon, from the onions. We're gonna pick them all up with 2 cups of red wine. I'm gonna let this reduce by half. That just starts to kind of cook off some of the alcohol. Time to assemble the stew, get it simmering. I'm gonna add back in all that beef and bacon. We are going to throw in all of our veggies. And then just cover it up with a quart of beef stock. And our last thing is thyme. You could totally just throw in sprigs, but I like to tie them up with butcher's twine. The reason being that it makes it so much easier at the end to pull them out. We're just gonna nestle it in, press it down, and there we go. I'm going to cover and let this simmer low and slow for 2 hours. 2 hours have passed. I whipped up some mashed potatoes because there's nothing better than putting stewed potatoes over mashed potatoes. Let's take a look at our stew. Oh my God. Take a look. I'm already gonna grab out all of that thyme. Like we said, it's tied up, makes it super easy to pull it right out. Everything looks tender. Our vegetables are still intact. Cool, now we're gonna thicken it up. I did not use flour for like a traditional roux and like a real style boeuf bourguignon. We're gonna use cornstarch just to thicken it up at the end, kind of a classic jus. It's gonna be super easy. First, I'm gonna season. Some salt and pepper. Already tell it's gonna need some before I even taste it. And as we are finishing up, I wanted to pull up the photo of the stew itself. And there she is in all her beautiful glory. Let's plate it up. I love having Instagram on our GE Profile hub. And just some thyme leaves on top for garnish. So meta, we got stew here, we got stew there. Let's give it a try. Get some of that sauce. The meat just melts in your mouth. The flavors of the wine, the bacon, the vegetables all blend together. This is like the warmest winter food you could ever make. Honestly, a just staple in my kitchen until spring comes. If you want the recipe, you can head to the feedfeed.com. A huge thank you to GE Profile Smart Appliances for outfitting the Feedfeed Brooklyn Test Kitchen. I'll see you next time.